Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Steve from UCAN English Tutoring. In this video, I'm going to assess one of my students' OET letters and provide the word-by-word feedback along with the overall score. Let's start the assessment now. She has written down the addressee's contact details on the top. She has written Miss Katie Ina, the community nurse, Bayliston Community Care, 6 Buchanan Street, Glasgow. G696DY. So these details are correctly written down here. And then she has written on the date of the letter, which is good. And then she has written on the salutation using the surname of the addressee and with the correct spelling. I'm happy with that. And then she has written on the reference details of the patient, which is Miss Anna Dijana, aged 42. Right. So in this case, she has written on the reference details in the correct format. All right, let's start the introduction paragraph. She has written on, I am writing to refer Miss Dijana, who underwent surgery on her right leg following a fall from the stairs. That's good. So that's a good one. She has done a very good job here. Although she is progressing well, she requires your ongoing care and management after her discharge today. Perfect. So her introduction paragraph sounds really good. She has clearly conveyed the purpose of the letter. She has stated the problems of the patient, and then she has also mentioned what kinds of services are required from the addressee. So this is one of the best introduction paragraphs Alice has written down so far. Then the next paragraph. Socially, Miss Dijan is married and lives with her 2 children. See, she is a social drinker, but she is a non-smoker. Okay, that's good. So yeah, this one is all right. There's no grammar mistake here as well. Let's go to the next one. In terms of Miss Dijana's medical background, she has a history of seizures and is under controlled by. Okay, so instead of writing down seizures and is controlled by, you could have mentioned and it is controlled by, and whatever the medicine, you can write it down. Otherwise, you could have mentioned she has a history of seizures, which is controlled by. Okay, so instead of writing down under controlled, you should have written down which is under control by. Otherwise, you can write, okay, let me write it down here so that it can be clearly understood. So, and all right, what's the sentence? And is under controlled. Okay, and is under controlled. All right, so you should have written on and it is under control by. You don't need to say controlled. Okay, or you can say which is under control. So both of them are good, so you can use one of them as you wish. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. Miss Dijana presented to our hospital 10 days ago with complaints of pain on her right knee and resulted in difficulty in walking. Resulted in difficulty in walking. No, that's wrong. Okay, it is only one complaint. Okay, so you should have mentioned complaint only. Okay, let's say, so it's compliance. All right, instead of that, you should have mentioned only one complaint because it's just the pain only. All right, so that's wrong. Okay, she with a complaint of pain on her right knee and resulted in difficulty in walking. Okay, instead of writing down and resulted, you should have mentioned which resulted. Okay, so you should have mentioned which resulted in difficulty in walking. So that's good. Subsequently, she was diagnosed with the right tibia fracture, lateral tibial plate fracture, and compartment syndrome. Okay, so this one is really good. She didn't commit any spelling mistakes here. After performing Phasiotomies and an external fixator. Her condition is stable at the moment, so that's good. Again, she was able to use a range of sentence structures, mostly in an appropriate and polite manner. Due to the use of a wound vacuum, okay, um, her wound is free of infection. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. But it's not free of infection, it's actually free from infection. I think that is more appropriate than what she has written on. Should have used free from infections, because it's something which is free from something. Okay, so you should have written on free from infection. Regarding Miss Dijana's discharge plan, she was educated how to monitor. It's not she was educated how to monitor. You should have mentioned she was educated on how to monitor. Okay, so she was educated on how to monitor. All right, how to monitor the wound. Also, she was advised to keep the wound sterile and take adequate rest. In addition, the expected drainage has been taught. Okay, good. If there is any change, kindly report to your nurse immediately. Good. Thank you for agreeing to provide care for Miss Dijana. Should you require any further information, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'm happy with that. So she has written on 195 words here. You are sincerely the registered nurse. Good. All right. There are not many mistakes, but let me go through the assessment now before I jump onto the case notes. Firstly, grammar could have been a bit better. Because you have committed some of the grammatical mistakes. Okay, use of nouns and verbs could have been better. All right, and then sentence structures. To some sentences, structures could have been much better. Use of punctuation marks, not the punctuation marks, sorry, prepositions. Prepositions and yeah, I think these are the ones, because articles were used properly, so there's no issue with that. Punctuation marks were absolutely fine as well. I'm very happy with that. So only these things need to be done as far as the grammar is concerned. So particularly use of nouns, verbs, sentence structures, and prepositions should be improved. Should be improved a little bit. Okay. All right. Let me go through the remaining things. Vocabulary is absolutely fine. Okay, because you used formal words and synonyms. I'm happy with that. Connectivity is amazing. The way you link the sentences, use of sentence structures is good. You know, you were able to use a range of use of sentence structures is perfect in most part of the letter. We were able to use those sentences very well. Use of passive voice is exceptional. That makes your letter more formal. Well done. You have done a wonderful job by appropriately using the passive voice form in your sentence structure. This is one of the key requirements as far as the OET letter assessment is concerned. And you have done a wonderful job, Alice. I'm very happy with that. But apart from that, you know, everything else is all right. Overall task fulfillment is good as well. Is quite good. I'm happy with that. Layout and presentation features are also good enough. Fantastic. And then okay, I need to have a look at, yeah, you have expanded all the abbreviations, so there is no abbreviation used in your letter. Very happy. I'm very happy with that. So you have expanded all the abbreviations. So you have done a wonderful job, Alice. Congratulations on doing that. Okay, let me have a look at the case notes and their relevance. Okay, let's go through this. So that's the first page, and this is the second page. Let's go through the discharge plan. Okay, so patient teaching about the wound site, signs and symptoms. All right, it's the past medical history, family background, medication management, assessment and discharge plan. Okay, all right. Let me have a look at the. Okay, this one. Okay, all right, good. Okay, so you are a registered nurse working at the New Victoria Hospital. Your patient, Miss Anna Dijana, is being discharged today. Okay, so that's Anna Dijana, and then 42 years old, 15th of July, 25th of July, 2018. That's good. R proximal tibia fracture, lateral tibia plate fracture, compartment syndrome. Yeah, all good. So she has included all these things. I'm happy with that. And these are the treatments she has undergone. So that's good. All right, let me go to the next one. The next page. That's the next page. All right. Okay. Past medical history, seizures on these ones. Okay, that's fine. Medical burden on 15 July, right knee pain after falling off stairs. Okay, that's all right. Unable to bear weight on right leg. I think she could have included this case note because that's still under the same criteria. Okay, she's a school teacher married with the two children, non-smoker, social drinker. Okay, so this is not needed, so she didn't include that. Patient was rushed to OR for two incision, four compartment wisdom is right lower leg. Okay, as you have included this, you should have included this one as well. All right, let's go to the next one. So one case note is missing. Post-operative fracture stabilized with the external fixator and physiotomy is performed. That's good. Pain medications are given. Good. Nursing management and progress. Wound on physiotomy incisions. The wound and drainage from the wound assessed for signs of infection. Patient is free of infection. So it's not free of infection. You could have used some synonyms as well. Now the patient doesn't have any infection now or something. Wound is red in color, free of drainage, no odor or redness, no swelling. Like vital signs are normal. Patient is dressing comfortably. Okay, all these things are good. Patient teaching about the wound site, signs and symptoms of infection, and to notify a nurse immediately if anything changes. Teach the patient how to keep the area sterile by keeping blankets and clothing out of reach of the wound and resting the extremity body part, advising any visitors of the same factors. Teach the patient about the expected drainage. So these are the things you need to do. Yeah. So you have included all the relevant case notes, but the problem is some of the words were repeated from the case notes. So you could have used maybe the synonyms instead of writing down the same words. Okay. So only one case note was missing. Only one case note was missing. One relevant case note was missing. But the use of more synonyms is highly recommended. Okay, let's go through the expected score. Well, you haven't included one relevant case note, and then you have committed 5 mistakes. So mistake number 1 is a major mistake, but 2 is not the major one. And then unresulted in, that could be the major one. Free of infection, no, that's not the good one. Okay, educated how? Yeah, so 2 mistakes are not the major ones, but the rest of them are the major ones. So according to me, um, you have done a wonderful job. But to me, in order to give you 350, you should have included this relevant case notes. Otherwise, I'm happy to give you 330 out of 500 for this letter. If you would like to get your first letter assessed at free of cost, please send a message to me on my mobile or WhatsApp number, that is +61 468 480 877. You can also reach me on steve@ucanenglishtutoring.com for regular updates and the question papers and everything. You can stay tuned to my Facebook page, that is www.facebook.com/ucantutoring. Liking my Facebook page and following it helps a lot. I've been helping more than 12,000 students since 2008 to pass their OET, IELTS, and BT academic examinations. I thank you so much for watching my videos and I really appreciate your time. I also wish you good luck with your examination and the practice. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.